Hello, paisanos, and welcome to Super Mario Moment Live. I am coming to you from my own little StreamYards world. Hopefully, I'm on YouTube and Twitch right now. I get comments from both, so feel free to join in the conversation. I'm very scared. I'm nervous. I don't know what we're about to see. I have predictions. I believe when a movie is as successful as the first Super Mario Brothers movie, they like to repeat the same techniques. So we're getting our first trailer around about the same time we did first time round. The film is releasing basically on the same date as the first movie. And I think based on the first trailer we got last movie, we're probably going to see a sort of extended-y scene as opposed to lots and lots and lots of clips. That's my main prediction for the trailer. Let me know what yours are in the comments. I'm just checking that my go live things have worked everywhere. Let's just see, because this is all a bit scary sometimes. Okay, I seem to be live, which is good. Cool. So in the lead up to this trailer, we are going to do a few little games where we are going to talk about the previous movie and we're going to predict stuff for this new movie. Now, I think the most important question on my mind is the cast, because the cast of the original movie is one of the most talked about and controversial elements. And one of my kind of happy things I do to cheer myself up if I'm feeling down is I watch reactions to the previous movie cast. Now, I'm not expecting the reactions I have or anyone has this time around to be as big, because seeing the image of Chris Pratt and the words Mario underneath him was something truly special and dark and twisted and out of nowhere last time. This time we have a little bit more of an idea of what to expect, but there are some big questions. I don't know if we're going to get those answered today, but I feel like we'll get at least one or two casting announcements. Oop, that was not supposed to happen. I'm just making sure I can see comments if they do come in. Okay. So the first game we are going to play is we're going to rank the previous movie's cast. We are going to do this by screen sharing. Here we go. Here we go. Hooray! Can you see? Let's see if I can zoom in at all. Right. So I have got the previous movie's cast all in front of me. What am I doing? Okay. And we are going to rank them. This is S tier, but it's the crown. This is star tier, flower tier, mushroom tier, banana tier. And I've got most of the main cast. I've got a couple of other more side characters who I think did an interesting job or played an interesting character. I am just going to check. I don't want to be paranoid. Okay, I've got a comment coming in. Looking forward to seeing it at Thor Bubble. Oh, great. Yes, I will be there. We drive there on Friday. I'm very much looking forward to it. I'm just checking. I'm not trying to be all ego, like, where are all the comments? But I'm just checking that I'm not missing any. Oh, bear with me. Cool. All right. We're going to begin, of course, with the man of the moment, a man who, say what you like about his acting, but we all agree with his politics. It's Chris Pratt. Now, this guy, it's such a meme that it boggles in my mind that even happened. He is I was joking. I was being sarcastic. He is a guy I would probably not get on with. And I might surprise you that I think I'm gonna not put him like right at the bottom. I might put him in flower tier. My reasoning being is that he's just so mid. I already see I think that's David sort of replying with me. He's agreeing. He's not bad. And I do think voicing Mario is a bit tricky because you do have to get this weird balance between the voice we know and love and the voice that you can actually stand to listen to for 2 hours or 90 minutes. I mean, I kind of want to put him in Mushroom just because it's also just, I hate the fact that I do a podcast where I have to talk about a Chris Pratt movie when he's, let's just say the Mario cap is not the first red cap I think he owns. Let's put him in Mushroom for now, but let's see how we go. He's okay. I think kind of anyone else could have done this better. Like possibly anybody else, like literally anyone you just like get you pull off the street and just say, can you voice Mario? They'll be like, oh, let's go. I think they would have done a better job. That said, he at least showed up and did the lines. But let's see how we go. Does Mario's politics align with Pratt's? We don't know much about Mario's politics. He's actually a very smart internet sort of celebrity personality because he keeps his political views close to his chest. That said, he could be accused of being a bit of a class traitor because he's, you know, a blue collar worker. He's been a carpenter and plumber, and now he's sort of dating a princess and seems very pro monarchy. But let's move on. Speaking of princesses, now this one's gonna be my meanest. Anya Taylor-Joy. Sadly, I think she's so bad in that movie, and I'm gonna have to put her in banana tier. Now, I'll give her this. I love her in pretty much everything else I've seen her in. I think she's incredible, an incredible on-screen actor and presence. I also do not believe that Peach was given nearly the kind of material the character deserves. She's an exposition dump. She's the you guys character. And while I appreciate that the film didn't do the Peach kidnapped plotline, the reason why those plot lines work in like the RPGs and the more talky Mario games is that Peach is a really funny character and there's actually lots you can do with that dynamic. I like Mario and Peach going on a quest together. I think that's actually a really nice story choice. But she neither really has chemistry with him nor like fiery spark or anything. Like the plot line is that Peach decides to go find the stars or whatever, bumps into Mario, and is immediately like, you can save the world, can't you? And it's just, I know I'm criticizing the role, but sadly I don't think Anya elevates it either. I think she seems bored, and I hope that this movie she doesn't. I think there's room to improve. Let's do this ranking next time round and see if she did any better. Now, Charlie Day, I'm probably going to put him in star. I'm not objective with Charlie. We have history. I'm a big fan of Always Sunny. I'm a big fan of Pacific Rim and a bunch of his other things. He's really great in animated movies. He's great in the Lego movie. He's great in this. I also think he's like decent casting for Luigi. He's got that kind of frantic-y, slightly more cowardly, screamy voice. But he also can do emotion, and I think you really believe the bits at the start of the film where he's being a supportive brother. I think he's good casting and is the like number one reason why I would want a Luigi's Mansion spin-off movie. We have Pratt struggles to have chemistry with anyone. Is there much chemistry between him and Day, between him and Rogan? I would say not particularly. And it is sad. Someone mentioned Parks and Rec, and even Guardians 1. I think Chris Pratt has talent. That's what's quite frustrating. I think he's really funny in a lot of his comedy roles, and I think he makes a character like Peter Quill in Guardians of the Galaxy, who could be just downright detestable, very charming, and I think he has talent. He's not my Mario. So now we're going to get to Jack Black. Now, this is tricky because when the cast was announced, this was the most like, oh yeah, that's cool, that makes sense. And I like that they gave him a song. I'm not particularly a Peaches, 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 Peaches fan. And I think he's got this weird niche now because he was in the Minecraft movie. I believe he's in another video game movie. The game's on film. Co-hosts The Only Man Who Can maybe verify that. I think he's like almost a bit boring as a choice. I think he sounds a bit too. I don't think he actually sounds like deep and gravelly enough for Bowser, but he also doesn't sound. I think he's fine. I kind of want to put him in Flower, and that might be controversial. I like that he gets to sing. I like the kind of general vibe, but I do think there's, again, room to improve. And I think he's sort of on the line for me. He's the most obvious, like, Reddit casting of all of them. Borderlands and Jumanji, kinda. Yeah, he's the video game guy. So to me, it's like safe. And I think he's okay. I think if the sequel gets to have some father-son stuff with Bowser Jr., he could very much get up there, even to crown tier. So this is a Flower with room to improve. So the next is Keegan-Michael Key, and I'm putting him in the crown. He is the ideal for this kind of project. He's a known comedy actor and has done voice acting and stuff before. And he's also really trying to do the Toad voice. He sounds like Toad. I don't know what else to say. He's really good in the film. I like the kind of Mario, Peach, Toad unit. It feels very classic to me. And I think he does a good job. And I think he works really well delivering a lot of the kind of info dump at the start. He's really good in the film. Don't know what else to say. Now, Seth Rogen, people might hate me for this. I kind of want to put him in star, and I'll tell you why. He is just doing his voice. I know you could criticize Jack Black, like my take on the whole Jack Black thing being like, he's just doing Jack Black. The reason why I think Seth Rogen works for Donkey Kong is that Donkey Kong is a meme character to me. The idea of Donkey Kong even having lines of dialogue is funny to me. And the fact that he's in this movie at all and has like, you know, daddy issues and I like his little jealousy with Mario. And actually he has like my favorite line in the film where Donkey Kong and Mario are talking and Donkey Kong says, you know, well, Mario says like, oh, well, my dad doesn't get me either. And Donkey Kong goes, yeah, well, your dad's right. Or something like that. I'm not doing justice to Seth Rogen's Donkey Kong, but he made me laugh the most. And just the image of Seth Rogen's laugh and Donkey Kong's face, it just amuses me. So we're going to go on to Kevin Michael Richardson. He voices Kamek, and he does a crown tier performance. Like, he sounds like Kamek should. He sounds like Kamek has sounded whenever people have made fan films in the past. He's great in this role, and I'm really glad that he's in the film so much. I would love him to have an expanded role in the new one, because I do find the kind of dynamic of this servant who actually raised Bowser and has maybe a different like it kind of has like I would love to see him have like a motherly relationship with Bowser Jr. I think that dynamic could be really cute, or like the grandparent. And I think he does a really good job. It's a funny voice. Fred Armisen, woof. He's fine. He's almost here. He played Cranky Kong, and he just came in and delivered the lines. I feel bad leaving Anya alone and Banana, but I do think I think she actually makes the bad material she's given even worse. But I think Fred just does it serviceably. I'm gonna put him in Banana because he's Cranky Kong, and he'll probably be happy to have a banana. But it's just such a boring performance. It's not funny. It's not interesting. If they're gonna do Cranky Kong, get like a really old guy. Get Ian McKellen or something. Make it funny that he's like a really old monkey. It's yeah. So then we have a few cameo kind of characters. We have Sebastian Maniscalco, who plays Foreman Spike. And I'm going to put him in Mushroom, but the reason I've even included him is, again, really, let's put him in Flower. I can't imagine a better Foreman Spike. But he's funny because before we knew anything about the movie, we knew that Foreman Spike was going to be in it because he went on a podcast being like, yeah, I'm voicing Foreman Spike in the Mario movie. And that whole just little news cycle of like, what, was very amusing to me. And, you know, he did a fine job. Then we have Jessica DeCiccio. I believe that's how it's pronounced. And she voices a number of characters, but I included her because I think she does them all pretty well. So she voices Mayor Pauline, which is just like one line of dialogue, but I enjoy that she gives her a teeny little bit of a New York slant, which is fun. But she also voices Mario's mom and the woman in the commercial that you see. And people thought they'd brought back the original voice actor of Princess Toadstool from the Mario Super Show because her voice was so much like it. And I just have to imagine that there was a little bit of her who did her research, and I think that's like a fun kind of reference. She's just good. I know it's like a few secondary characters, but she voices Pauline, who's like a main Mario character at this point. And then we have Charles Martinet. It feels wrong to not put him anywhere but Crown. He shouldn't have voiced Mario in the film, but I think making him be Mario's father and the little Jumpman cameo is very sweet, and he does both of them perfectly. He's actually really good as Mario's father. We're so used to him just going woohoo, haha, that it's pretty nice hearing him do like proper lines. Okay, so this is my tier list. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Are any of them unfair? I do feel sad for Anya. She's the best. She's possibly the best actor in this film. She's just not a natural when it comes to voicing a cartoon princess. I'm sorry. So we are now going on to the second part of this presentation, and we are going to discuss my predictions for the new movie. So we're starting with Rosalina. She has to be in the film. She has to be. This is Mario Galaxy. There's no way she's not in the film. What they do with her will be kind of interesting because there's ways you can play her. She might just be another Peach where they just put a kind of sassy, vague personality on her. But I think you can go spooky with her. You can go kind of mysterious. And so I think she's either going to be played by Florence Pugh, because I think to Illumination, British accent might work as, might work as mysterious and spacey. And then I also put Jenna Ortega because she's the go-to spooky it girl. And just to let you know, the 10 minutes left thing has appeared on the Nintendo Direct. So we're almost there. And also they're just based on the kind of the Florence Pugh, the Anya Taylor-Joy casting. Like, I just think if there's going to be a new princess, they're going to do another like It Girl, you know, one of the, honestly, Charlie XCX. I could see it. Let's make Rosalina Brat. So the next character. Now, we don't know for certain if he's going to be in the film. There has been some rumors and some kind of leaks. I don't want to spoil anything, but it's not the biggest jump to think that certain other characters might show up. There's a rumor of Wario being in the film as a kind of secondary or tertiary villain. And this is going to sound like an obvious pick, but I'm very certain if he's in the film, it's going to be Danny DeVito. I think not only is it just the casting that people want, not only did he miss out on the Detective Pikachu role that people wanted to play, but he's also like best friends with Charlie Day. And if Wario was going to be in the movie, Charlie Day would be like, "Come on, Danny, be in the movie." So that's my prediction. I don't believe Waluigi will be in the movie, but if he's going to be there, it's going to be Steve Buscemi. I mean, I think the duo of those two as a kind of Team Rocket set of characters, sort of like on the side of the movie trying to cause mayhem, would be very enjoyable. That said, they could be saved for a third movie. I don't really know. But that's my prediction. Now, Bowser Jr. is almost definitely going to be in the film. A kind of symbol of him appeared on some Pillsbury cake mix branded stuff leak. So we know for sure that Yoshi's in the film and probably Bowser Jr. Those are the only things that are like pretty certain. Now, we can do a lot of things with Bowser Jr., but I think and hope he's like some producer's kid or just a child, because I think a villain with just an actual child's voice would be really funny. And I do think they know the cute factor that can come that way. Despicable Me, I believe, casts young kids as the little girls. It's the Boo in Monsters Inc. factor, but having a character with like a really sweet little child voice, and for him to be a Nepo baby, as you've stated, Snarties, I think would be just funny, and it would be cuter to have. It's like the Lumily. There was like a little blue Luma in the first movie, voiced by some producer's kid, and that was cute. I think they'd do the same, but with Bowser Jr. Now, again, I don't really think Daisy's going to be in the film. This is a bit of a wild card pick for both in the film and the voice, but I've gone with Mindy Kaling because with the human characters in this, there's like no diversity. And I do think that Daisy's the character that they are trying to shift into she's not white, but they can't really specify what kind of direction. But I also think Mindy's just really funny and like is done loads of voice acting, and I think has the kind of peppy, boisterous, a little bit tomboy kind of voice. That's my prediction. Now, Lubba, who is only in Mario Galaxy 2, but I think has potential to be in the film, whether it's a cameo, whether it's what. And I believe, and this might seem like a joke, I believe she'll be voiced by Glenn Close. Now, let me explain. Glenn Close is kind of in her, fuck it, I'm never winning an Oscar, let's just have fun era. And she was in that terrible new Ryan Murphy show. She was in that weird Netflix horror movie. She's just doing whatever's fun. And I think the incongruity of like a very, stateswoman-like kind of delivery of certain lines coming from Lover would be like a kind of comedic element. If that one is true, every single person watching owes me £5. And finally, this is not fun, but I'm just gonna I don't think Yoshi is going to have a voice actor. I think Illumination are smart enough to know the cute factor of Yoshi being the dog. You know, I think he'll make Yoshi noises, he'll squeak, he's going to be Grogu, he's going to be whatever cute things are in movies. I would be shocked if he's voiced by anyone. That said, if they show up Yoshi and then, I don't know, a picture of Keanu Reeves next to it, I will eat my hat. Yes, or they'll do like a kind of very serious monologue at the end, like Yoshi will get the fuzzy out of his mouth and then go, anyway, I believe we should go and investigate that galaxy over there. So that's my predictions for the Mario movie. Let's come back after the break and see how correct we were. I don't think any of this is going to be correct. If we get any casting announcements today, it's going to be Rosalina. I almost don't know if we'll see anybody else. I also don't think the Donkey Kongs are going to be in this film. Maybe the briefest of cameos, but I think they're being pushed into their own potential spin-off movie. So we'll deal with that when the time comes. So yeah, let's move over to the countdown and make sure that this is all working. I'm actually getting scared. I should say excited, but I'm scared. Share screen. Okay. Oh, how do I do this? Right, let's work out the best way to do this. Okay, that's not going to work. Let's figure this out. There we go. I wish I could get... I know, 1 second. Don't worry, everyone. I think they're going to like just there we go. I think they're just going to like go in cold with the trailer. I guess the other alternative they could do is they introduce the cast first. I don't know. What do you predict? Is it going to be Shigeru Miyamoto being, "Hello, everyone. I've just finished writing the script for the movie and delivered it to Illumination." This doesn't have sound yet. There's no like I've got the sound up here. Let me just check that. We'll find out if you can hear anything. I'm really sorry if this is your way of, but there's no music yet. I think we'll find out pretty quickly. Yeah, there'll probably be another intro in a second, so we've probably still got a couple of minutes. Who knows? Maybe not. If there's no sound, I promise I'll find the trailer afterwards and we'll do a sound reaction for you guys. We shall see. I've put Bowser Jr. up on my... You can't actually see him at the moment. He's there. I put him up on my question mark block in anticipation. Yeah. A multiverse of madness, brief cameos from other Nintendo IP. If there is any, I would, because there was a couple of tiny little references, and it's mostly Pikmin. I think Pikmin serve as the like thing that can cameo in Mario, because there's also Pikmin in the Nintendo theme park. But there's definitely some like Mario enemies and things we didn't see last time. I think it would be cool to see like PT Piranha or I don't know. Okay, please let me know straight away. Can you hear things? And can you still hear me? You can't hear anything? Oh, shit. Why? Why not? Okay, but it's music. Sorry.
の初めてのトレーラーをご覧いただこうと思います。今回のマリオは宇宙の冒険に飛び立ちます。
Okay.
今年の9月に映画のタイトルを発表した時には世界中のたくさんの方からの反響をいただきました。前作から引き続きマリオ映画を楽しみにしていただき本当にありがとうございます。それでは今回も共にプロデューサーを務めるイルミネーションのクリスさんからコメントをいただきましょう。クリスさん。
Thank you, Miyamoto-san. At this moment, our team of artists at Illumination are just weeks away from completing animation. Their work is stunning, and we can't wait to share it all with you.
I can't wait to
Working side by side with Nintendo, we are bringing an incredible range of characters to the big screen, many for the first time, from iconic favorites to deep cuts that longtime fans will recognize. What you're about to see will give you a glimpse of the team's outstanding work.
クリスさんありがとう。それではお待たせしました。スタートボタンを押しましょう。
Is he gonna create Bowser Jr. out of paint?
Hey, big guy! You wanted to see us?
Don't move, I'll be right up. Sipping the soup, cleaning the paint.
Oh no, I like this.
And also trim the bonsai bush. Here we go. Hey, Luigi. What's up, Mario? Behold, I made a masterpiece for Princess Peach. What do you think?
Love the colors.
It's trash.
How dare you look at my masterpiece and say that?
I'll burn the skin off your bones.
Wow. Sorry about that. That's the old Bowser talking. Still working through my demons, I suppose. Anyway, I need my 8 hours or else I really turn into a monster.
This is pretty. Whoa.
I'm Bowser Jr., and I'm gonna be taking my father now!
Interesting.
Princess Rosalina, you're coming with me.
Wow, that's
いかが
fun.
でしたか？
But I said that last
ギャラ
time.
クシーといえばロゼッタの存在抜きでは語れません
Oh
ね。
god.
さあ、物語の中でどのような鍵を握っているのでしょう。そして立ちはだかるのは前作で豆キノコを食べてちっちゃくなったクッパに
She's
代わり
spooky.
クッパジュニアです。
Bowser Jr. is voiced by a
ではクリスさ
person.
ん、新しいキャストを発表しましょう。
In addition to our returning cast who we announced in the last direct, we are thrilled to share two talented individuals who will be voicing Rosalina and Bowser Jr. First, let's introduce our cosmic protector.
Once upon a time, there was a brave and noble princess named Peach.
I want to hear the story about the plumbers.
We did that one last night.
Plumber, plumber,
okay, American.
Okay.
Rosalina is being brought to the big screen by Academy Award winner and Nintendo superfan Brie Larson.
Okay,
now,
well done. That's
a
fine.
villain with galactic ambition.
From the ashes of his father's defeat rises a new conqueror. The Bowser name shall be feared once more.
Those eyes.
The role of Bowser Jr. is being played by...
Whoa! Croissant. If anyone's going to be announcing Bowser Jr., it's got to be his papa.
The floor is all yours.
Oh, what's wrong with his eyes?
Croissant. Hello, Nintendo Direct. We have royalty in our midst.
That's the first
He is the
bad
heir to the
character.
Koopa throne, a
character design.
rowdy little vandal, an uncut gem. He's Benny Safdie.
And I know he'll make his papa proud.
I have to say, I am so excited that Galaxy is going to be the inspiration for this movie. Everyone knows it's the best video game of all time. My boys, when I told them I was going to be in Galaxy, they were like, no way, it's going to be Galaxy. I was like, yeah, it's going to be Galaxy. And you know, if my boys are saying that, there's kids all over the world saying that. How special is this title? I can't wait for everyone all over the world to experience
That is
the sheer
bizarre.
creative magnitude of the characters, worlds, and sweet, sweet score of this film. Chris, can I please be the one who throws back to Miyamoto-san?
Like I could stop you?
You couldn't. Back to you, Miyamoto-san!
戻ってきました。
that felt
いいです
charged.
ね。今回のクッパも楽しみにしてますよ。ジャックさん。ジャックさん、クリスさん、
Safdie.
ありがとう。ブリー・ラーソンさんの気品あふれるロゼッタと、
He's the director of
ベニー・サフディさんの
Uncut
いたずら好き
Gems.
なクッパジ
He's
ュニアを
in
楽しみにしてください。
Oppenheimer and stuff.
ザ・スーパーマリオ・ギャラクシー・ムービーの最新情
It's
報は、
insane.
任天堂のスマートフォンアプリ、任天堂トゥデイでも見られるので、ぜひチェックしてみてください。任天堂トゥデイでは、ピクミンのショートムービーも見られますよ。それでは今回はこの辺りにしましょう。来年春の公開までもう少しだけお待ちくだ
I'm
さい。
speechless about
それで
that.
は
I
ま
know
た。
some people in the chat don't know who he is, but you couldn't have given me 10,000 guesses. That's funnier than him being a producer's kid. Insane. Okay. Let's talk a little bit about the I know maybe he's a Nepo baby and I don't realize, and he's you know, maybe he is a director's son, but he directed The Smashing Machine this year, which didn't do very well. But I got some good reviews. I know him more as a director, but he has done acting in the past. Weird. That's definitely, they went for the meme choice. Brie is actually fine. I kind of like, I mean, she gets a lot of hate. I'm glad she's working. I think she has quite a good voice. And actually, I don't mean this in a mean way. I think she has a sort of monotone delivery that does fit Rosalina quite well. Because I think I mean, the clip they showed, she was still just, you know, being a regular old princess. But and she's a big gamer. She's like Jack Black. She's going to do so much promo for this film. There's going to be loads of like videos of her and Jack Black playing Mario Party or whatever. I just want to go back through the trailer a little bit, if I can. I'm not gonna like play the whole thing again, but there was some fun little Easter eggs that I could find. It's hard to know what Nintendo considers or Illumination considers a like deep cut, because when they say deep cut, I'm thinking like Wart, Tatanga, all these kinds of characters. I don't know if they're meaning like Bowser Jr. or like Wario. So it's like hard to I laughed at the trailer quite a bit. So I like that Bowser's painting. It kind of potentially suggests that, I mean, he's a good artist. It's better than AI art. It kind of suggests that Bowser painted all the paintings in Mario 64. But this is fun. I'm glad they didn't just like erase Bowser being in the jar. This is cool. It's nice that Peach and Toad are off on their own adventure. I think we did see bloopers in the first movie. But this is interesting. So it's called the Mario Galaxy movie, but a lot of references to other games. So this is from Mario Odyssey. And I believe this pyramid is also referenced in Donkey Kong Bonanza. And it's interesting that they're like really firmly establishing that like this is a world in the Mario Kingdom. I wouldn't be surprised if this has been moved to a different planet or a different galaxy, just because it is surreal. But one of the very first leaks we ever had about this movie was Mario and Luigi exploring a kind of desert kingdom. And there was like some concept artist accidentally posted a storyboard of them like walking through a Shy Guy market. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Daisy in this sequence. You know, it could be that someone's collecting princesses because we had someone showing up at Rosalina's door. We could have someone showing up at Daisy's door. I don't know. Maybe that's the plot. But I wouldn't be surprised if we see Daisy here. She's kind of the desert princess now. Very happy to see some ninjas and this really cool looking location. It seems like just like the first film, you know, I'm gonna have my problems with the script, blah blah blah, but the action is probably still going to be great. It still looks really pretty. And then this is an interesting mixture of Mario Wonder aesthetics and the Mario Sunshine plotline of like evil paint and stuff. I do wonder if they'll put any effort into connecting all of these like painty elements. Bowser painting, Bowser Jr. painting. Let's hear Benny.
I'm Bowser Jr. And I'm gonna be taking my father now.
I mean, I still like my idea of having a kid voice him, but it may be better to have an adult if he's going to be like a really major character. So I like the voice thing. Maybe he does sound like a kid usually, and then puts the mask on and sounds like an adult. And here she is. Interesting little house. Doesn't look that spacey yet. Oh, there's the Comet Observatory though. That's cute. And who's speaking here? Because is it Bowser Jr.?
Princess Rosalina, you're coming with me.
It might just be a generic foot soldier. But maybe it's Tatanga. This is the second time they've mentioned that there's deep cuts in this film. So my expectations of what a deep cut is are quite high. Could be Wario. I don't know. Interesting. Well, I didn't get any of the predictions right. But we still haven't heard most people. Fun. Okay. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to take this opportunity to announce that Season 3 of Super Mario Moment, I might have mentioned this before, but Season 3 of Super Mario Moment, we're currently in Season 2. Season 3 is going to have the kind of theme of Mario at the movies. So we are going to be covering the new Mario movie, the previous Mario movie, the Bob Hoskins Mario movie, and then we're going to look at an episode of every single Mario TV show. We're going to probably try and throw the Donkey Kong cartoon in there as well. Thank you all for joining me. It wasn't as like, oh my god, life-destroying as I thought it would be. I think Brie Larson's actually perfectly fine. and even in that clip was maybe doing a better job than Anya. And yeah, we'll see who else is in the film. So we've got a request hoping that EGAD is in the film. I think that could work. Yeah, he's very connected to Bowser Jr., weirdly. Yeah, thanks for joining. I hope you have a good day. Super Mario Moment comes out on Mondays. Our last episode was about the Mario Brothers arcade game, and our next episode is about the Chinese bootleg Kart Fighter. So if you don't know what that is, tune in on Monday. And if I don't see you again, no worries. But all right, bye bye, and so long, gay Bowsers.